In today's video, we're going to do an unboxing of the brand new Garmin S42 GPS watch. Now you might be wondering, why am I actually wearing a shirt? Well, it's because I thought I'd throw a bit of an homage to the one and only Nico over at Pride and Pinion. If you haven't checked out his YouTube channel, he's making watches seriously fun. Actually, I've got my watch collection here today, so what we'll do, we'll unbox this and I'm going to show you my watches as well. I just realised I called them a collection. Not really a collection, just kind of a couple of watches that I own, and one of those is a God tier watch. Not my words, Nico's words.
God tier!
They've got little stories behind them as well, and that's what's important when it comes to watches. Is that so important when it comes to golf watches? Probably not. You probably don't really necessarily care about the stories or the background. You're using these as a tool. However, Garmin are saying that you can use the S42 as an everyday watch as well. So let's get this bad boy open and we'll see what it's like. Now, Nico will probably be wearing a jumper or a waistcoat or something like that. I just simply couldn't be bothered to go get it out of the wardrobe. So a shirt is all you're getting. So quickly looking at the box, it comes in a nice small little box. This comes in white as well as this black version. Well, it says black on the website, but you can clearly see here, it says it's gunmetal finish. Now I'm gonna do this very, very carefully because I'm probably gonna sell it, to be honest. So, you know, if you're in the market for a second-hand Garmin S42, then you might wanna keep an eye on my channel. Let's see what we've got in the box. Not a lot. Let's see if we can just get this out. Why have they done it up so tight? There we go. This is the brand new Garmin S42, so it replaces the S40 that come before it. First thing that I noticed is actually kind of how lightweight it is. It looks pretty substantial and it's got a nice kind of finish to it, but it's really, really lightweight. And the strap feels quite thin actually, but does feel quite nice quality and very, very flexible. It's certainly not a stiff strap. Now, this is always satisfying. Ready? We're going to peel off this front cover. See there that you've got all these numbers around the outside of that dial there, so 1 to 18. So I'm guessing that when you use the watch, actually it's going to kind of click around and you can be able to see which hole you're on nice and easy on the watch. Quite like the looks of this watch, to be honest. It looks like the money that you've paid for it, if that makes sense. So 270 odd pounds here in the UK or $300 in America. Then yeah, you know, you want something that's gonna look quite nice and probably that you can use off the course as well as on it. And to be honest, I think that's gonna be absolutely fine. So I've got really, really skinny wrists. You can see here, actually, if I hold that up there, I don't know whether it's gonna pick up on the camera, it does still fit quite nicely onto my wrist. With a lot of wristwatches, normally I have to kind of get the really small ones. So you'll see here, like I've got one of my watches here, that's 39mm. I can't go up to 42. Yes, this does look big on my wrist, but it doesn't look uncomfortably big. I don't think I would have any problems kind of wearing this out and about. I quite like the look and the style of it. I wear my iWatch all the time. That's my go-to everyday watch. Depending on the functionality of this, I can certainly see myself wearing this as well off the course rather than just on the course. It doesn't necessarily look like a big, chunky, normal looking golf watch. Does kind of look like a watch. Now, as you can see here, that you've just got the one button on the side of the watch there, and it's got this kind of red surround, so it kind of, you've got this grey, black and red look for the whole watch, and the rest of the functionality is used by the touchscreen. There's a very, very close-up detail. You can probably see here that you've got this kind of, what would you call that, engraving? Yeah, probably slight engraving with these circles on the button there, so you've got a little bit of texture. The bezel on the watch is metallic. If you get the S62, which is the much more expensive version, then you get a ceramic bezel, but on this one, it's just a metallic bezel. And then on the rear of the case there, you can see that it is just this kind of plastic material, and it kind of looks a little bit grey rather than full on black. It doesn't necessarily feel like the highest quality material, but again, it's not the lowest quality material, if that makes sense. There are certainly plenty of golf watches out there which have got just far worse material. So this certainly feels nice on the wrist. Another small detail that I didn't necessarily notice beforehand is actually you've got a slight little notch at the 12 o'clock position now on the bezel. You've got Garmin written on the strap there, on the top part of the strap. And you can see that you've got these little kind of notches there that you can use because you can replace the straps. So just turning it on there, and you can see it's asking me for my language. So we'll touch English, and we're gonna set it up in yards, and I'll have my clock in 24-hour mode, and you can choose a few bits there in terms of whether you're male or female. I'm gonna skip all that, and it's gone on to German. Did I accidentally click German? Hang on, cancel that. I'm an idiot. I slipped and I've set it up in German. Terrific. I wonder if I turn it off. So apparently sluck means off. Ah, right, brilliant. Okay, so we're back. Auto set time and date with GPS. Yeah, why not? and then it just goes to this satellites mode. GPS signal is stronger outside. Yep, fair enough. Now, while we're waiting, I did mention that I was just gonna briefly show you my 4 watches, and one of those is a God tier watch. I'll show you that one last. First of all, we have got, as I mentioned, my iWatch 38mm. This is a Series 2 that I've had bought for me in San Francisco. San Francisco. Is that the song? My wife actually bought this for me as a thank you, as a present for her engagement ring. Next one I'm going to show you briefly is that I've just got a Hugo Boss. It's a pretty standard date watch there. It's got some nice kind of patterning on it. I like the blue colour. This was a gift from my mother for my 30th birthday. So, yep, she bought this for me. So it's a lovely little kind of sentimental value watch. And then the other watch I was going to show you is then another present from my wife. So this was actually a wedding present, this watch. This is my special watch. I love this watch. Got a lot of sentimental value for me. So we've got here a Tag Carrera. So this is the Caliber 5 Carrera watch in the 39mm case. Why is this watch so special to me? Well, this watch started out as a motorbike. Well, not this specific watch, but actually the gift started out as a motorbike. So leading up to our wedding, my wife gave me some money towards a motorbike, and I bought this motorbike, which is an absolutely beautiful motorbike, but it was a bit slow. So in the end, I sold the bike and instead I bought the watch, which I will keep forever. Or maybe one day I'll hand it down to my son. I don't know. Thank you very much, my wife. Love you loads. Lastly, I promised you a God tier watch and I've got it right here. So here it is. It's a Casio, baby.
God tier. Everyone needs a Casio in their life, period.
Look at that. Oh yeah. So I bought this watch in Benidorm, actually specifically in Alicante Airport. It was my best mate's stag do. Our plane was delayed. I had a few euros left in my pocket and I saw this and I went, I'm having it. So yeah, got your stopwatch on there. It's got your date on there. It did have a light, but it doesn't work at the moment. I've not changed the battery in this ever. So this watch is now 8 years old, I think, and we are still on the original battery. God tier, baby. God tier. Anyway, let's skip back, and it's taking forever because I'm inside, so it's not necessarily finding the GPS signal, so we're gonna skip it. And you've just got this kind of option there saying play golf. Press that button and it's trying to find satellites, which it won't find. So you press the button on the side again and you've got your everyday watch face. So if I just kind of hold that up there, can the camera pick that up there? There you go. So you can see there, just a pretty nice, simple, clean watch face. Let me know what you think of that. So let's just have a look what you get in the rest of the box. So you get your charging cable, which you clip on the back, and you get your instruction manual, and that's it. So no spare straps, nothing like that, no protective cases. Now, if you want to know who wears this watch, no one famous, probably, certainly not that I could find a photo of, because anyone that's endorsed by Garmin, such as Rick Shields, they're wearing the higher quality version. So you got the S42, used to be the S60, now it's the S62. That watch looks massive. Even if I wanted it, which is, I think it retails for around 450, 500 pounds, I couldn't even wear it anyway, because that's just gonna look like a clock on my tiny little skinny wrist. So actually, this is probably the nicest way to go for me. If you do want to go for the more expensive S62, then that comes with a load more features. This one gives you just GPS tracking. It gives you a step counter in there as well, and you can connect it to those little CT dongles, so you put them in the end of the club and it gives you more detailed swing tracking. However, that's going to cost you an extra couple of £100. So for the £270, you're just getting the watch alone. If you go up to the S62, then you're getting things like heart rate monitors in there, you're getting a ceramic bezel rather than a metallic one, you're getting a few other bits and bobs as well that kind of potentially justifies the money, but you are going to have to shell out quite a bit more money. Hope you enjoyed the video. Smash that like button if you did, and if you haven't done so already, make sure you subscribe to my channel so you can keep up to date with all my latest reviews of golf shoes and tech, and also you'll get notified if you hit the bell button when I post my full review of the Garmin S42. But for now, I'm out of here to go play some golf. Not in this shirt, obviously.